The high school season, meanwhile, is officially in the books. We crowned 5 new state champions over the weekend, starting Friday night in Butte. We go back to MTN's Nick Petroccioni.
A shocker here at Naranche Stadium for the Class AA state championship as Bozeman defeated Butte 49-28 in a rematch from 7 years ago. And from that 2019 team and that 2012 team, this victory was sweet.
Oh, it felt amazing. It honestly seems like I've been here for so long. I don't know, I can't describe it. These guys are my brothers, and I wouldn't rather be anywhere else.
Wish I had that scoreboard, man. That's awesome. No, I'm so happy for these kids. They're going to go down in history books. Asher had an unbelievable game, and I'm extremely happy for Bozeman and Weshy and the coaching staff. And, there's nothing like winning state.
Bozeman kicks off state championship weekend with a 49-28 win over Butte. Now we go to Alec Boffinger, who's in Miles City for the Class A championship.
Miles City won its 3rd title of the past 12 years on Saturday with a 35-7 win over Laurel. The celebration, though, will be short-lived as the Cowboys get back to work shortly in preparation for next season.
Oh, probably next week. A day off at most. For me, senior year is going to be big for me. Obviously got a target on our backs now, something to defend, so got to stay hungry for next year, for sure.
We'll probably give them Thanksgiving off and start lifting probably the first week of December. I think this senior class left a great legacy in the sense of how hard you have to work to be successful. And, they kind of showed the way for these guys that are coming up. And we have a lot of good young players coming up, but they're going to have to put the time in.
Miles City will need to replace the 15 seniors off this year's roster, but the Cowboys are in good hands with Hunter returning at the quarterback position. In Miles City, Alec Boffinger, MTN Sports.
Eureka Football is a program that has been there and done that with state championships. Still, emotions were high on Saturday after the Lions beat Manhattan to send off the senior class on top to cap off a very successful 4-year run.
It's surreal. I don't know. There's not words for it. It's a deep brotherhood. We've played with each other for so long. It just feels right.
The work ethic that those seniors have established now becomes contagious with everybody else. And the next kids are already talking about how can I fill Hank Dunn's shoes? How can I fill Jake Kindle, Chance Moeller, those shoes? And so it becomes contagious for sure.
That's all from the Class B state championship. Let's send it over to Casey Conlon in Billings.
Thanks, Kyle. We saw 2 offensive explosions on the 8- and 6-man fields, meanwhile. We'll start in Billings, where Fairview and Clark Fork met in the middle. But the Warriors had a much bigger cheering section, and they played like it, thanks to standout performances from several of their 12 seniors who have been dreaming of yesterday's moment for a long time.
Every year we get closer and closer together. It's just amazing to see all 12 of us get so emotional and so together about this.
It's been a 4-year journey for us. Even longer than that, all the way back to the last time we made it, when we were in 4th and 5th grade, we dreamed about this. So, it's been a heck of a ride. I wouldn't want to do it with anyone else. I love these guys.
It's Fairview's first ever state football title, but the Warriors weren't the only ones to get off the schneid yesterday. We finish up with Sam Hoyle in Jordan.
History was made in Jordan on Saturday. The Mustangs picking up their very first state football title over the Webo Longhorns by a score of 70-14. And with many emerging on this Mustang squad, head coach Wyatt Colvin said it was a battle between the brothers to figure out who was the best quarterback on this team.
In terms of their production on the field today, what did you see?
Just what I expected. The boys wanted to settle who was the best quarterback in the state, and I think we did that today. I think it's settled.
Once again, a monumental day for the Jordan Mustangs. They pick up their first state football title by a final score of 70-14. I'm Sam Hoyle with MTN Sports. We're going to send you back to the studio.
Thanks, Sam. You can find all of our championship coverage right now on montanasports.com.